Good evening, everyone. Maybe you can't recognize me, but it is indeed still the same host for you tonight for another Watchalong. Happy to see you, everyone out there. Hopefully you're doing well tonight on this very, very fine Sunday evening. Who's that? I do not know. However, he is I actually do know. He's your host for tonight's show. And I don't think I've ever had a haircut this short. I was a little bit skeptical when I came out of the hair salon, but yeah, it's a stage invader, exactly. But I guess that I'll just have to live with it. But yeah, I don't think I've ever had it this short. It feels so strange, but I gotta get used to it. It's gonna grow out really fast anyway, so hey-ho. Anyway, we have a watch-along on our hands today, and it is the 2010 final with 3 different qualifiers from real life. We have Estonia that we're gonna listen to tonight. We're also going to listen to Finland and Slovakia. I hope you can hear me well. If you can't, you need to bump up your own volume because I can't bump up mine. Maybe this is a little bit better, but I'm not so sure. Anyway, we're not going to hear Norway tonight. Sorry for all you Norway lovers. We're also not going to hear Portugal, and we're not going to hear Portugal, Norway, and Belarus. Sorry, Belarus. So 3 ballads out, 3 non-ballads in, kind of. Hope you're looking forward to tonight's watch-along. I am, definitely. We're going to have a voting at the end of it. Darren said earlier, can we get 100 viewers before it starts? And it seems like we actually did. I can't see that. I only see 84. But people said that we have 106 viewers, which is insane. Thank you, Moonery Noise. Subscribed. I'm not sure what it... I still don't know what subscriptions do on Twitch, but I thank you anyway, because it's counting and doing something. New subs goal. I have a sub goal. And I'm 41 for 10. I don't know what that means, but maybe one day I'll learn how Twitch works. Anyway, thank you for whatever it is you're doing, because it pops up on my screen and it looks all fancy and neat. I guess I should stop talking about... You did so damn great on saying my nickname. Good job. Love the sarcasm. Moonery Noise. Moonery Noise. Maybe. Anyway. Okay. So you can see on the screen right now, I have prepared this very thing that is looking very much like the Eurovision intro, really. Don't try, you can't, but you did it. Okay, I take a little bit of pride in pronouncing something that I didn't know how to pronounce, I guess. Anyway, you can see, you can put in a sub goal, which means you set yourself a target on how many subscribers you want to get in a stream. I want to get 2,678. How do I fix that? I don't know where I fixed that. Doesn't matter. Oh, it means you overachieve your goal. Neat. Anyway, we're going straight into the Eurovision watch-along, really. The intro is on screen right now. We're obviously going to have the voting session later on. We're going to hear from Darren. I did talk a little bit with Ellen early on, and she had been working on some kind of bingo game that we can do during the watch-alongs, but I think she went to bed, and then I don't really know if it ended up working or being something. I don't know if anyone can access it. But if you can, and maybe all of you out there, you sit with your bingo cards ready. I'm not sure, but if not tonight, then let's make it work in the future and have a little gaming session during the watch-alongs as well. The bingo card was my suggestion. Yeah, but do you have a bingo card, David? Are you sitting there right now with the bingo? I'm not sure. I don't have a bingo card anyway. I shouldn't have a bingo card because I'm the host, so. Anyway, I think we should just get straight to watching the final. My prediction, Ankara 2011. Well, even if Turkey would win, how do you know it's Ankara, you know? A rock song gets overrated. Bingo. Well, everyone has their own personal opinions, I guess. Trabzon 2011. Okay, anyway. Third time Turkey hosting. Have they won 3 times? No, they won in 2008, but when have they won before that? They haven't won before that, I think. Or am I just not keeping up with my own contest or own watch-along system? I don't know. Anyway, okay. Screen capture, everything ready there. Only once in Eurovision. Yeah, exactly. Okay, audio should be fine. Let's start watching. We're off and running. They should have won 1997 and didn't win 2003, though thought they did. They should have won 97, but they didn't. Okay, I think we actually got a new intro today in comparison to the semifinals that we watched that had the same intro. So looking forward to seeing what this one's all about. This is what it looked like back in 1956, huh? This is really cute. History of Eurovision in the making here. They saw more of the visual content from 56 than we have. Even though their TV doesn't work. And the spheres go into space. Also, let me know how audio is working for you. Oh, Waterloo, come on. Let's hear it. What am I hearing? Alright, that's not your Albania B, okay. Posted in Paris, Dublin 81. The Making Your Mind Up, 83. Gotta have a Johnny Logan in the intro. And here we go. Aww. Hey, do you remember that postcard in 2008 when they introduced Greece and it was just two people making out on a couch? That was a strange memory for me. There we are, huge arena. Thunder is rumbling in the air. I feel like the visual quality of this one isn't really quite up to where it should be. It's a lot of pixels that it has to render, I guess. Share the moment! Eurovision, Oslo 2010. Do we think we're heading back to Oslo next year? They could have a chance, you know.
And we'd like to wish the best of luck to
Oh, this is a wonderful tribute. I remember this. Just families from the different countries cheering for their songs. This is a beautiful little opening, really. I'm sorry, Portugal, but you're not in the final. You can't win.
Good evening. My name is Alexander, and I just want to say good luck to everybody. And may the best song win.
Aww.
Every day we started fighting. Every night we fell in love. No one else could make me sadder, but no one else could lift me high above. I don't know what I was doing when suddenly we fell apart. Nowadays I cannot find her, but when I do, we'll get a brand new start. 1, 2, 3, come on! Keep singing! Are you ready to share this moment? She's a fairy tale, yeah. Even though it hurts, 'cause I don't care if I lose my mind. I won't let it curse.
Here we go! Thank you, Alexander. Good evening. Lovely way to kick us off. Obviously, it's inaccurate to our alternative reality, but I will never excuse a moment to listen to Fairy Tale. Yay.
welcome to the final of the 55th Eurovision Song Contest.
Thank you, Hadi.
Bonsoir Europe et soyez les bienvenus au 55e concours Eurovision de la chanson.
Kjære Norge, ett års ventetid er forbi. Velkommen til finalen i Eurovision Song Contest!
Tusen takk, Erik. Sparkly hats. I should really start investing in proper attire for these watch-alongs, so I can fit the audience.
20 wonderful finalists were chosen.
You're still doing French? Aren't they still to this day?
Spain, Germany, France, the United Kingdom, and the host country,
Estonia.
Norway.
So tonight, 25 countries are fighting for the title winner of the Eurovision Song Contest 2010.
Missed your Verka headgear for 08. Ah, I should have definitely invested in that.
We would like to take this opportunity to thank last year's host country. Spasiba Russia, thank you Moscow.
But as many
Don't
of
you
you
mean
already
Turkey?
know, there is a change this year. You don't have to wait until the end of the show to vote. In just a
But
short
you do,
moment, we will
actually.
open up the lines.
This system I never really liked.
Estonia,
Have to-
Latvia, Turkey, Ukraine.
Greece, Finland, Serbia, Russia, and Norway.
What was
These
that?
are the 10 winning countries of the 21st century.
Well, not in this universe, I'm
Tonight,
sorry.
You choose who will be the next.
And that, of course, you do by voting for your favorite songs. La chose la plus importante, c'est que vous, en plus d'un jury, allez
you
décider
didn't
du
like it
vainqueur de
either,
ce soir
yeah, for good
en
reason.
votant. Let's have a look at the numbers that appear on your screen
There
right
we have
now.
tonight's
If you
running
want to
order.
vote
You
for
can
song
see
number one,
it
for example,
on
you
screen
dial
right
the
now.
number and add 01
Obviously,
at the end.
the show
If
is
song
hosted in
number
Norway,
11
but there's
is
no
your favorite,
Norway
you
here.
add
You see
11
Estonia
at
in
the
spot
end.
3,
And
Finland
this
in
is how
spot
it
9,
works
and
all the
Slovakia
way
in
to
spot 23.
25.
So
Sur votre
you know what
écran
you have to
s'inscrit
look
maintenant
forward
les
to.
numéros de téléphone pour voter. Les deux derniers chiffres correspondent au numéro du pays. Mais attention, vous ne pouvez pas voter pour votre propre pays. All the viewers want their country to win. But remember, you can't vote for your own country.
That's the thing,
Even
though.
though
Like,
they
I don't
try
want my
everything.
country to win some years.
Perfect.
I
We
want other
are
countries to win.
ready.
We
That's
have
not a thing.
big
Like,
show
for
ahead
us,
of us.
for most Eurovision
Is the
fans, I don't
audience
think they
ready?
really want their own country to win. They want the best song to win.
Are the commentators ready?
I am.
May
I'll
the best
consider myself a
song
commentator
win.
tonight.
Let the Eurovision Song Contest begin.
I'm French and I
Ladies
never
and
wanted
gentlemen,
France to win.
mesdames et messieurs, Europe, you can start
Oh,
voting
how it could be,
now.
huh? No, you can't. They're just lying to us. In Eurovision, you needn't worry, Groot. I'm still hoping for 2012. Needs to be a win there. Alright, postcard time. Azerbaijan will be song number 1. Here we have images of Baku again, which, of course, we will see again in 2 years' time. Or like 2 years in Watchalong universe time. You will not see enough of Baku, so take it in now. Song number 1, Drip Drop, with the Swedish songwriters scattered all over it. Let's go, Azerbaijan. Enjoy.
You are my man, you are my hand. Tell me what's happening. I know something's wrong. I can tell when you lie. I can tell you stop trying. And these last 3 weeks passed and we barely talked. I think I know, and it's breaking my heart. Am I in or am I out? Can I love you forever through this? Can I trust in you
that was song number 1 from Azerbaijan. Dramatic, quite pretty. I do like it. I am a fan. I am indeed a fan. I think it looks stunning as well on stage. Mixed reviews in the chat, I see, as we're moving on to a song that we're going to listen to twice tonight, because I think most people are aware why. But if you're not aware, I'm not going to spoil it for you. You will be there will be something happening in it, and then we're going to hear it at the end as well. This is Algo Pequeñito by, I think his name is Daniel, but I could be wrong. It's Daniel or David, and it's like, no, what is it, like Ligas or something like that. I've forgotten. Anyway, song number 2, Spain. Let's see how close I was on the name. Daniel Digues. Something tiny. Let's go.
Algo pequeñito, algo chiquitito, una rosa blanca, una caricia, un beso dulce y un perdón. Algo pequeñito, algo chiquitito, un gesto tierno, una mirada, un abrazo, una flor. Algo pequeñito, algo chiquitito, un simple te quiero con dulzura, con cariño y compasión. Es lo que te pido, amor. Mi vida se derrumba, me partes el corazón. Trata pronto de cambiar. El tiempo se termina ahora de verdad. Algo pequeñito, oh, oh, oh. Algo chiquitito, oh, oh, oh. Cosas simples que ahora no me das, que te pido con locura si no quieres terminar. Algo pequeñito, oh, oh, oh. Algo chiquitito, oh, oh, oh. En tus manos tienes la ocasión, hoy decides si quererme o romperme el corazón. Algo pequeñito, algo muy bonito, pero el viento que se enreda entre mis manos al calor. Has sabido comprender que las pequeñas cosas son las que hacen esto arder. Ahora trata de cambiar, el resto de las cosas ya se arreglarán. Algo pequeñito, oh, oh, oh. Algo chiquitito, oh, oh, oh. Cosas simples que ahora sí me das, que te quiero con locura y siempre yo te voy a amar. Algo pequeñito, oh, oh, oh. Algo chiquitito, oh, oh, oh. En tus manos tienes la ocasión, decidiste tú quererme y no romperme el corazón, no romperme el corazón. Algo pequeñito, oh, oh, oh. Algo chiquitito, oh, oh, oh. Cosas simples que ahora no me das, que te pido con locura si no quieres terminar. Algo pequeñito, oh, oh, oh. Algo chiquitito, oh, oh, oh. En tus manos tienes la ocasión, hoy decides si quererme o romperme el corazón.
Has to be said, how to really handle a situation like that. Stunning professionalism, truly. And just held it together throughout the entire thing. And I'm really fond of that song. I think it's so much fun. And the finale is just so grand and immense. Now, you can hear, just quietly in the background, our Norwegian commentator is back. It's because this song was actually not in the final. This is a clip taken from the real-life first semi-final. However, we didn't qualify it here. Well, indirectly we did. Anyway, I'm rambling. Estonia is going to be up next. The song Siren by Malcolm Lincoln. Quite the classic in my book. I hope you enjoy it. Song number 3, Estonia.
Siren in my head, is making an awful sound. It's time to make it clear. One is lost and one is found. My life has been on late so far. I wasted years, I wasted time trying to reach the stars. My life has been on late so far. So give me time and give me strength to carry on. Give me better hope now, help me through the night. So give me time and give me strength to carry on. Give me better hope now, help me through the night. Siren in my head, yes, I can hear it again. Is it just the beginning, or is it the end? My life has been on late so far. I wasted years, I wasted time trying to reach the stars. My life has been on late so far. So give me time and give me strength to carry on. Give me a bit of hope now, help me through the night. So give me time and give me strength to carry on. Give me a bit of hope now, help me through the night. So give me time and give me strength to carry on. Give me a bit of hope now, help me through the night. So give me time and give me strength to carry on. Give me a bit of hope now, help me through the night.
Det minner litt om Odd Børre sin dress på 60-tallet, det her.
Thank you.
Litt
Lovely performance. I love that. I think it's so just interesting in every regard of the word. There's some very unique work with the instrumental, the panning there, and it's a playful arrangement altogether. And then you just got the guy falling on the ground at the very end there. Asutonic is gifting 5 tier 1 subs to group with One Boots community. Thank you. Is that a pseudo? Is that your nickname on Twitch, or is it someone else? Very generous, at least, whatever it is you're doing. I think we're gonna get a lot of notifications here. Congratulations to everyone who got that. Anyway, we're moving on. Song number 4 is Moldova here. Let's go. You know what's coming.
Just run away from my mind. Oh, forget
surely one of the most fun songs I just know in total. Having a blast with it every time I hear it and every time I see it. They sing great, the music sounds great all throughout, and the sax solo is obviously top tier, so can't really say anything else than that. As Cyprus is coming on next, I just noticed that I have some kind of things on my screen here that I'm trying to get rid of. That is why I look very focused right now, because they're distracting me. They were right on the nose of the epic sax guy when I watched this performance, so trying to get rid. Why are you showing off your tummy, dude? What was that? What was that? Look at my... what do you even call it? I don't know. Whatever. Song number 5. Cyprus.
Time changes everything, even you and I have changed. The rain, the winter, spring has made us fade away. I still remember everything, that old December, the fears, the cold. I really wonder how you feel on these nights all alone. Why up someday you'll see me, why up someday you'll spot me in the crowd, take my hand and kiss me. Why up someday you'll say my name out loud. Tell me about your feelings, tell me about your stories. Look into my eyes and come on closer, make me immortal with a kiss. Tell me about your feelings, tell me about your stories. We know it's over, so tell me it's over, and life will be better in spring. Time changes everything, yet this feeling, it still remains. The sweetness of the lips I kissed will always feel the same. Ooh, why up someday you'll see me, why up someday you'll spot me in the crowd, smile and say you missed me. Why up someday you'll say my name out loud. Tell me about your feelings, tell me about your stories. Look into my eyes and come on closer, make me immortal with a kiss. Tell me about your feelings, tell me about your stories. We know it's over, so tell me it's over, and life will be better instead. Tell me about your feelings, tell me about your stories. Look into my eyes and come on closer, make me immortal with a kiss. Tell me about your feelings, tell me about your stories. So tell me it's over, and life will be better in spring. Thank you,
Ah, it's such a cozy, like, warm hug of a song. I feel so just pleased listening to it. It's a very pleasant experience altogether. And I'm very fond of it. Gorgeous lighting on the stage. I hate hugs. Oh, okay. Well, then you didn't like that. I really liked it though. I think it's very pretty. His stomach I can do without, but I thought the song was very, very pretty and so well performed. And that finale, just it feels so warm and cozy. It's like a warm blanket. Bosnia and Herzegovina up next. Song number 6 will be this one. Thunder and Lightning. And you know what? It's getting quite exciting.
Say another word, and you will make it end. I will leave this place. Only anger we start breathing together, we can bring the rain down for a dream, for a brand new day, to wash away our sins and carry them away. This is the time to melt the ice off our lips and off our hearts. Thunder and lightning holding hands. Let's overcome the bad. We have to do it bad. This is the everything will land, everyone will leave.
Yeah, that was the song from Bosnia and Herzegovina. I gotta say, I do like the guitar work. I do like the backing vocals. Something that I just think of now that I looked at it, I wish they would have really invested into a staging there, because it has, it really has a very palpable, I guess, character to it, but the staging is just really nothing. And I think it could have just been, I would have gotten a grander impression of it if they had, done something with the staging. They really didn't do anything with it, unfortunately. Next up is more guitars, however, completely opposite kind of approach with the guitar work in this one. This one is all about Tom Dice's guitar, I guess. Song number 7, Belgium. Let's go.
People always say time this has gone too far, but I'm not afraid to chase my dreams, just me and my guitar. No one may ever know the feelings inside my mind, because all of the lines I ever write are running out of time. So maybe I should get the 9 to 5, but I don't wanna let it go. There's so much more to life. Tell me that I got it wrong. Tell me everything will be okay before I fall. Tell me they'll play my songs. Tell me they'll sing the words I say. And when darkness falls, all of the stars will sing, just me and my guitar. Sure they'll find my way, 'cause I'm not afraid to try. Even a world of love and hope can't guarantee that prize. Come on, Oslo. So maybe I should give the 9 to 5, but I don't wanna let it go. There's so much more to life. No, tell me that I got it wrong. Tell me everything will be okay before I fall. And no, tell me they'll play my song.
I think what really sells this one is the performance of it, truly. I mean, I like the song, I really do, and it's very much up my alley, of course, but I think just the intimacy of that performance is just too tangible, really, and his vocals just soar on that song. Isn't he the guy from Eurosong last year, the duo? Yeah, he is. That roller coaster song, that sounded like a complete rip-off of, I've already forgotten what song it was, but it was basically just completely stolen. Which kind of puts him like, well, I'm not going to say I lost any respect or anything like that, but I obviously prefer me and my guitar. Next up is Serbia, Ovoje Balkan. So yeah, get out your dancing shoes because we're about to move Balkan style. Anyway, song number 8, let's go Serbia. Okay, we're partying. I pray to God I never have to see this person again. Wow. 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 Thanks, Milan from Serbia, indeed. You're gonna have to see him 2 more times during the recap, I'm sorry. And probably they're gonna interview him in the green room or something. Spain will perform again, indeed, yep. That gets me dancing every time over your Balkan there. I feel like I'm so invited to the Balkan culture, even though I know nothing about it and I have nothing to do with it. You just take me in. You allow me to be a part of it. Party time. Evening everyone, how much did I miss? You just missed our Balkan party in here, and we're gonna move on to Finland, which will be song number 9 here. We have now heard 8 songs. The lines are not open.
have a favorite, vote for it. Now we are ready for song number 9. Butterflies from
No, it's actually Tjölkiela from Finland. I can't really edit things like that out because she's well, yeah. I should just what's it called? Put voice not voice acting, but like a voiceover on her when she says incorrect things. Anyway, this is song number 9 from Finland. Could have just trimmed that bit out. Yeah, but you know, I edit a lot of other things. I don't think of everything. I can never think of everything. Alright, AI generated hosts. In the future. Song number 9 from Finland here, Tjölkiela. Look, I edited the number there. Be happy.
Mitä minä laulan, kun olen iloinen? Mitä laitan leijailemaan päälle sävelten? Paljon päivän paistetta ja poutapilviä. Torikauppiaille nauravia silmiä. Mä laulan paistas päivää.
Voittokutin for Finland there, whatever that means. I probably cursed now in Finnish, maybe. Who knows? Anyway, that was song number 9. We're swiftly moving forward to song number 10, which will be the one from Ireland, which is, of course, Niamh Kavanagh, coming back, well, what is it, 17 years later after her win in... Was it 93 that it was in Mill Street? Or was that 94? Anywho, Ireland is up next with It's For You, It's For All of Us. Voittokutin, Bring Victory Home. Ah, okay. Got it. Let's see if they were gonna bring their victory home this year. Song number 10 from Ireland.
Look into these eyes, hold on to these hands, believe in this heartbeat.
Though you're afraid that I might break, just hold on. Shadows only haunt you when darkness crowds your heart. So let the light of my love shine bright. When I cry, it's for the lonely. When I pray, it's for the lost and stray. When I love like there's no tomorrow, no more words to say, it's for you. Look straight ahead, hold on to your dreams, believe in this magic. Open your eyes, open your mind, and it's there. Shadows only haunt you when darkness crowds your heart. So let the light of my love shine bright. When I cry, it's for the lonely. When I pray, it's for the lost and stray. When I love like there's no tomorrow, no more words to say. When shadows haunt you and darkness crowds your heart, let the light of my love shine bright. When I cry, it's for the lonely. When I pray, it's for the lost and stray. When I love like there's no tomorrow, no more words to say, it's for you. It's for you. It's for you.
It's a beautiful song. Beautiful song, really, and her vocals are just out of this world. Extends it so much. And yeah, what a voice indeed. That one just hits home for me. It's so pretty, and I love the instrumental arrangement in it. Really, when that flute comes in, I get the chills just appear. And now for something entirely different. Hoppa! Oh, he wants the crowd to get going. I think if the Eurovision stream right now was his crowd, everyone would be off their feet. Except Robin, who seems to not like it. Anyway, song number 11 from Greece. Hey Miss Kiss, let us dance.
Έκαψα το χθες, νύχτες μου παλιές. Τρίψαλα οι αναμνήσεις έγιναν κι αυτές. Λύπες και φωνές, άδικες ευχές. Και άφησα σε μια γωνία άδεικτες πληγές. Έκαψα το χθες, νύχτες μου παλιές. Όνειρα και εφιάλτες ρίχνω στις φωτιές. Δάκρυα κατά, ψέματα πολλά. Μοιάζουν σαν πούβη ταινία που δεν βλέπω πια. Βάζω μια φωτιά σ' όλα τα παλιά. Όλα αυτά τα αλλάξω, δεν θα το πονάξω. Περασμένα ξέχασα. Έκαψα το χθες νύχτες μου παλιές και από το μηδέν αρχίζω όσο κι αν δεν θες. Ακραία καυτά, ψέματα πολλά, πλήρωσα όσα χρωστούσα και τα δανεικά. Βάζω μια φωτιά σ' όλα τα παλιά, όλα αυτά τα αλλάξω, δεν θα το φωνάξω. Περασμένα, ξεχασμένα κι όλα απ' την αρχή ξανά. Everybody say όπα! Βάζω μια φωτιά σ' όλα τα παλιά, όλα αυτά τα αλλάξω, δεν θα το φωνάξω. Περασμένα, ξεχασμένα κι όλα απ' την αρχή ξανά. Βάζω μια φωτιά σ' όλα τα παλιά, όλα αυτά τα αλλάξω, δεν θα το φωνάξω. Περασμένα, ξεχασμένα κι όλα απ' την αρχή ξανά. Thank you!
You're welcome! What a banger! Bangery, bangery boo! I'm having the time of my life. What a show! However, I have to, unfortunately, well, I'm not gonna talk down on any song, but right now, the United Kingdom is up next, and you know what that means. How do we're going from Whoppa to you bring the sun. No, you bring the good time, I bring the sunshine. I don't know. Anyway, UK is up next. This is London, and here Josh is sitting into his little box. And yeah, let's see how many points the UK can rack up tonight. United Kingdom hype. All right, I'll tag along with that hype train. Let's go. You got this, Josh.
How do I begin to imagine all the happy faces I'd like to see? The final destination with sounds of celebration.
so much.
Did you enjoy that one, Mommy Morg? Roddy Doddy Rudy Roo's mother, I saw you were in the chat. Or, well, no, not in the chat, but welcome. Hope you enjoyed that. Hopefully it sounded good to you, because it did sound good to me. That me is my 13th reason why. These high notes were atrocious. Yeah, the thing is that he was forced to sing it in this key, and the delegate, or whoever, delegation, songwriters, I don't know, just told him, no, you're gonna sing it like this and you're gonna nail it. And he was like, no, but I'm not. I don't want to sing it like this. And they were like, you do it. And it's quite sad to see. Let's see, can you ask Graham, what did he think of the UK song?
To do the performance, you have to keep it on for 3 hours. How do you do it?
Well, it's no trouble because you're putting on a show for 3 hours. So I'm just watching
that's kind of
a great show for 3 hours. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And if any of the songs bore me at all, then I just stare into the eyes of Josh DeBovie representing the UK.
Oh.
Wow.
What about water, food, the toilet?
Well, Diedrich from Norway, he gave us chocolates, so tuck for them.
Tuck for them, yeah.
I don't drink anything all day, so I'm completely empty inside.
Can't relate.
Yes, like an Icelandic wallet, I'm empty.
Wow.
What makes a
wow.
Eurovision song?
Okay.
Nobody knows. And that's the great thing, you know. Everyone, you know, people say, "Oh, that's the favorite to win." You never know what will win, and that's why everyone loves Eurovision.
Perfect. Now let's continue the show.
Let's indeed. I love how they always just pick Graham. Why can't you interview Edvard, from the Swedish commentator? He's brilliant. He's even written scripts for Eurovision. Interview him next time. Okay, who's up next? Is that our... I want to say that looks like Armenia, but I'm probably wrong on that one. Georgia. Oh. Whoopsie. Anyway, what are those things on their pants? Who designed that? Jeez Louise. Armenia is way later. Oh, don't remind me. Okay, song number 13, right? From Georgia. Shine. Let's go.
Who can never tell the color of a soul and the memories we keep from long ago? Do we ever really know each other's hearts? You can't go back to before, but tomorrow will bring even more. Like the tide's gonna turn, you will know. When it's cold, you're on your own, but you're never alone. Shine, shine like the stars in the sky. Wipe the dust of your love, let it shine. So when nothing's ever really carved in stone, remember that your heart is holding gold.
I forgot the flames this time again. It's brilliantly performed. Now when we wait for song number 14, I'm gonna run and get another drink. So be very right back. What timing? Turkey up next. I timed that perfectly. Istanbul's excited. This guy is excited. Let's go crazy. Alright, Turkey, song number 14. Enjoy.
dreams. You could be much more than you seem. Anything I wanted in life. Do you understand what I mean? I can see that this could be fate. I can love you more than they hate. Doesn't matter who they will blame. We can beat them at their own game. I can see it in your eyes. It doesn't come as a surprise. I see you dancing like a star. No matter how different we are. For all this time, I've been loving you. Don't even know your name. For just one night, we could be the same. No matter what they say. And I feel I'm turning the page, and I feel the world is a stage. I don't think the drama will stop. I don't think they'll queue up the rage, but I know the work could be great. I can love you more than they hate. Doesn't matter who they will blame. We can beat them at their own game. I can see it in your eyes. It doesn't come as a surprise. I see you dancing like a star. No matter how different we are. For all this time, I've been loving you. Don't even know your name. For just one night, we could be the same. No matter what they say. For all this time, I've been loving you. Don't even know your name. For just one night, we could be the same. No matter what they say. All this time, I've been loving you. Don't even know your name. For just one night, we could be the same. No matter what they say. No matter what they say. No matter what they say. We could be the same. No matter what they say. Thank you.
You're very welcome. You know me. This is in my, top. I love every second of that. It's so well put together. Instrumentally, I think it just knocks it out of the park. Insert generic rock song. If you think that is a generic rock song, I can't help you, Rodmorg. Truly. It does everything that it should do. And incredibly special in terms of how it's structured, really. What an instrumental, truly. Brilliant performance, loved every second of it, and we're gonna keep the positive and happy vibes from me, I guess. Albania is up next. This is quite the effort as well. Let's go. It's all about you.
You are the one, you give me the something I need. It's me, doesn't know how to say no to you. I'm so easy. I know I was letting my ego just go for you. Completely, we've been down. Something tells me it's only getting better, so stick around. I wanna know what it feels like forever and ever. It's all about you, the things that I do. The rest of the world don't understand me. You're all that I dream, everything that I need. 'Cause when you are gone, I feel so empty. It's only the way you look at me. You're driving me crazy. It's all about you, all the things that I do. You are my life, love you make it amazing. Never alone, the loving you give me. Wherever I go, I'm hoping you miss me. Don't wanna ever go back, never ever go back. Baby, you're my destiny. Oh yeah, it's all about you, the things that I do. The rest of the world don't understand me. You're all that I dream, everything that I need. 'Cause when you are gone, I feel so empty. It's only the way you look at me. You're driving me crazy. It's all about you, all the things that I do. You are my life, love you make it amazing. Oh yeah, it's all about you. Thank you.
Superb, brilliant, wonderful. What a strong effort altogether. Just a very convincing pop song with so much energy, and I love the vocals. It's just tons of fun and a very nice addition into this final, I think. As we move into a song with similar amounts of energy, I guess, and that will be Iceland with Je ne sais quoi. Oui. This is Hera, I think her name is. Hello. And the people in Reykjavik, that's by the way the entire population of Iceland, in case you did not know. Iceland up next, song number 16, I'm pretty sure. Let's go.
I'm standing strong. I've overcome the sadness.
That's a vocal powerhouse and the song with so much energy. Can't go wrong with a Eurodance Schlager song in this guy's book. I enjoyed the hell out of that, and the running order works out well in this final. What a show. I agree. Some parts of it is a little bit strange. I think early on there was a moment where I felt like, why are these two songs after each other? But I've forgotten what it was. Oh yeah, there was like that whole thing with like Cyprus and Belgium were very close to each other, and I think one of them should have just been towards the end. That I guess is the only thing. And this was probably, this was surely randomized in this year. So interesting how it became so good anyway. Ukraine is up next, and it's time to listen to Sweet People. Song number 17. Still have 9 to go. Enjoy.
Tell me what is happening. For all that we've built tumbles and is gone. Oh, sweet people, have you no love for mankind? Must you go on killing just to pass the time? The message is so true. The end is really near. All these feelings take me down. It steals the things so dear. Yes, the message is so real. Don't turn off the earth to stone. Because this is your home. I'm here, this is your home. Oh, sweet people, what about our children in theaters and video games? They watch what we send through in them. Sweet people, what senseless game have we all been playing? No one but you to blame. The message is so true. The end is really near. All these feelings take me down. It steals the things so dear. Yes, the message is so real. Don't turn off the earth to stone. Because this is your
Wonderful. It's such a gripping performance. I mean, the vocals is just what really sells it. It works so well. She sings that impeccably well, and that whole song just has this super gritty, and I saw the comment post-apocalyptic. Definitely that feeling you get from it. It's so harsh, and the vocals is really what puts it together, I think. This is Paris. I mean, the contrasts now from Ukraine going into France. But sure, why not? Ale, 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 ola, ole, something. Yeah, another 180, absolutely. France, next song up, song number 18. Enjoy.
Hola,
et ton fessier. Dans ce collet serré pour un baiser salé. Prends-moi par le côté, donne-moi ton déhanché. Là là ça va chauffer, je sens le truc monter.
It's so beautiful. I feel such emotional vulnerability about that. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. That was Ale Ola Ole from France. Yeah, proper just all out fun and entertainment, and absolutely nothing to write home about in terms of being very musically groundbreaking. But hey-oh, they had fun. I had pretty fun watching and listening to it as well. And I'm gonna keep having fun because Romania is up next. Woot woot. As far from my heart as you can get, but still fun. I agree. Romania up next. Girl, girl, girl. Let's go. Tusen tack Norge. That's so good. I love that. I truly do. It's such a brilliant pop tune. What a great like drive in the instrumental, and the vocals just really carry the song. So catchy as well. And the backing vocals during the complete stone face. Don't stop, make it drop, taking us higher. Anyway, lovely from Romania, and we're continuing to... What are you doing, man? Put them to the fire. Lost and Forgotten. Excited about listening to this one again. Love it. Come on, Russia. Song number 20.
Would you believe, Lord of mercy? Would you be so, Lord? I wanna love you now, and I wanna feel that now is all of those kisses and sweet embraces. Here am I, lost and forgotten for this cruel, cruel time that I first time in love. Now that is why I say, Lord of mercy, and I hope now that you hear me. Oh yeah. What are you doing, man? I'm looking at your photos. What should I do with them?
Drop them to the fire.
Oh yes, yes, I'm gonna burn it now, 'cause I have to forget you now. It's all of those kisses and sweet embraces. Here am I, lost and forgotten for this cruel, cruel time when I first time in love. Now that is why I say, Lord of mercy, and I hope now that you hear me.
I don't know why this song in particular makes me say this, but I just gotta say, I love Eurovision so much. Just getting into all of these different kinds of music and experiencing everything from heaven to hell, or whatever you say. And it's just such a wonderful, wonderful thing to exist. That is just so perfect. It's so Russian. And it's such a beautifully written song, and that really just, it's such a simple input for me to just experience, I guess, well, a beautiful side of Russia. By just listening to this. Oh, here's a volcano. Okay, Iceland, you do you. Actually, now comes a little bit of a, I'll give you a little bit of an insider info here. I had completely forgotten about what they did this year. They showcased the running order every time when there were only 5 songs left, and I had forgotten to edit this. But because my brain was activated at some point during this day, I went back to put them in so I did no mistakes and I forgot nothing today. So there you can see the running order is correct. I just hate how they always just like, oh, we should showcase the running order. We have 5 songs left. We haven't shown the running order before this, but let's do it now. So stupid. Anyway, 5 songs left to go. I know that one of them is Armenia, and I think that's probably the first one, so let's just get it out of the way. Or is there something before it? Germany's left, Slovakia is left. Does that look like Armenia to you? I thought that was, the shape was a little bit of a Romania on that, wasn't it? But Romania's obviously already been. Here we go, Armenia, indeed. Thank you, Lena Smiley Star, for the follow. Hope you enjoy your time over here. It is indeed Armenia. And yeah, I'll shut up and I'll let you enjoy Armenia in peace.
Ago, when I was a little child, Mama told me you should know our world is cruel and wild, but to make your way through cold and heat, love is all that you need. I believed her every word, more than anything I heard, but I was too scared to lose my fall. I began to cry aloud. She gave me apricots, kisses of the earth, fruits of the sun. Apricot stone hidden in my hand, given back to me from the motherland. Apricot stone, I will drop it down in the frozen ground. I'll just let it make its round. Apricot stone hidden in my hand, given back to me from the motherland. Apricot stone. Now I see the northern stars shining brightly in the storm, and I've got an avatar of my love to keep me warm. Now I'm not afraid of violent winds. They may blow, they can swing. May the winters stay away from my harvest night and day. May God bless and give my cherished fruit from my tree up to the sky. Once awake my home goodbye. I just want to go back to my roots. Apricot stone hidden in my hand, given back to me from the motherland. Apricot stone, I will drop it down in the frozen ground. I'll just let it make its stone.
There we are. That was Armenia. We move to song 22, which is Germany. I think, yeah, that looks like Germany to me. Germany is up next, song number 22. And yeah, I don't know, I don't have anything else to say. Get your blue underwear on. No, I'm not gonna check what I'm wearing. But yeah, let's go. Satellite, song number 22. We only have 4 left. Sorry, time's flying.
heart for you. You sometimes make me sad and blue. Wouldn't have it any other way. Love, my aim is straight and true. Cupid's arrow is just for you. I even painted my toenails for you. I did it just the other day. Love, oh love, I gotta tell you how I feel about you. 'Cause I can go a minute without your love. Like a satellite, I'm in orbit all the way around you, and I would fall out into the night. Can't go a minute without your love. Oh love, I gotta tell you how I feel about you. 'Cause I can't go a minute without your love. Where you go, I follow. It's at the pace of digging fast, so I'll follow in your wake. You got me. A force more powerful than gravity. It's physics. There's no escape. No, love, my aim is straight and true. Cupid's arrow is just for you. I even painted my toenails for you. I did it just the other day. Love, oh love, I gotta tell you how I feel about you. 'Cause I can go a minute without your love. Like a satellite, I'm in orbit all the way around you, and I would fall out into the night. Can't go a minute without your love. Oh love, I gotta tell you how I feel about you. 'Cause I can go a minute without your love. Love, 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 love. Woo!
That was Germany, and we have 3 songs to go. Hope you enjoyed that. It's such a carefree, jolly little tune, and obviously very charismatic. Now you can just hear a hint at the very back of Norwegian, because it is a new qualifier here. In real life, I think Portugal was right here, but there's no Portugal in this universe because, well, they finished like 13th in the semi-final or something. This is instead, you can see Bratislava, Slovakia. The Eurovision hype has never been bigger in that country. All 8 people gathering on the town square with flags to support Kristina. Exactly. Thank you, Jon Danish, for just writing the name in the chat so I could remember it. Hore Chroni, song number 23, only 3 to go. Enjoy.
Keď sa slnko skloní na hore hroní, chce sa mi spievať, zomrieť aj žiť. Keď sa slnko skloní na hore hroní, túžim sa k nebu priblížiť. Na tráve ležím a snívam, o čom sama neviem. V tom vánku, čo ma kolíše, keď je slnko najnižšie. Najkrajšie stromy sú na hore hroní, to tiché bratstvo vraví poď. Sem sa vždy vrátim, keď ma niečo zroní, pravia tie stromy spliec to zhoď. Na tráve ležím a snívam, o čom sama neviem. Čo ma kolíše, keď je slnko najnižšie. Aleluja, 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 aleluja. Lia sante dia la mana. Keď sa slnko skloní na hore hroní, tam niekde v diaľke náš zvon zvoní. Keď má ma to bolieť, tak nech ma bolí, raz sa to stratí do Čiernej hory. Na tráve ležím a snívam, o
oči tížko plačú. V tom banku, čo ma kolíše, keď je slnko najnižšie. Na práve ležím a snívam, oči tížko plačú. V tom banku, čo ma kolíše, keď je slnko najnižšie. Najkrajšie stromy sú na hore hroní.
There you have it. Slovakia's, first appearance in the Eurovision final for a long time here. 12 years if I've counted correctly. 98 would have been the last time with Modlitba. And we'll see if they make a few more appearances in the coming watch-alongs. They, of course, have 2 entries left in Eurovision for our watch-alongs. Next up is Israel with Milim. There's only Israel and Denmark left, which means that obviously, I mean, you know me, I'm gonna enjoy the final 2 songs in here. But yeah, we do have the voice crack in this song. Yeah, we do, unfortunately. But up until that point, it's gorgeous, and I'm gonna try and look past the voice crack. I don't think it's as bad as a Manuel Navarro, at least. Anyway, Milim, song number 24.
שוב העצב כאן, שוב הפחד כאן, והסוף נרקם בחלוני, זגוגית צדוקה ושוב שתיקה, מותשת וזרוקה בדמיוני. האור נרדם, דמעות של דם, שרופות לי בגרון, עדי צמודה תקרא שמותה, כשאני שר לך את השיר האחרון. השארת לי רק מילים, מקלט בין הצללים, ספרים מסודרים ובין החדרים. השארת לי רק מילים, זר של מנעולים, אלוהים, השארת לי רק מילים. קירות שותקים עכשיו, ומה לקחת כשברחת, כן מה לקחת במלחמה הזאת אולי. מה נשאר לי כשהלכת? השארת לי רק מילים, מקלט בין הצללים, ספרים מסודרים ובין החדרים. השארת לי רק מילים, זר של מנעולים, אלוהים, השארת לי רק מילים. השארת לי רק מילים, מקלט בין הצללים, ספרים מסודרים ובין החדרים. השארת לי רק מילים, זר של מנעולים, אלוהים, השארת לי רק מילים. גם לקרח קר כשאני נזכר איך את היום מולו, מוארת בצילו, נשברת בשבילו. את המילים שהשארת לי את עכשיו אומרת לא. השארת לי רק מילים, מקלט בין הצללים, ספרים מסודרים ובין החדרים. השארת לי רק מילים, זר של מנעולים, אלוהים. השארת לי רק מילים, השארת לי רק מילים, זר של מנעולים, אלוהים. השארת לי רק מילים.
Oh, you can see it on him. He knows what happened. Oh, his whole world fell apart. You could see it in his eyes. He was like, "Oh, why did I do that?" By the way, did someone say mesmeric? Because I think it is a mesmeric song. No, but it's beautiful. It's so well written. I love it. I think it builds so effectively, and his vocals throughout. I mean, everyone can make a little mishap here and there. Excluding it, I think he sounds brilliant. Final song. No, it's not Danish Schlager Dodo, because it's entirely written by Swedes, this one. So it's Swedish Schlager sung by Danish people. Let's go. In a moment like this, final song of the night. Enjoy.
For as long as I remember, for as long as I've been blue, every day since we've been parted, all I thought about was you.
Didn't need the time for sorrow. Didn't need the time for pain.
What am I supposed to do when living without you is the worst I ever knew?
In a moment like this, wanna know what you're looking for. Wanna know, could you ask for more? Whoa. In a moment like this, wanna know what I have to do. Wanna know how to get to you. In a moment like this.
Ever since the day you left me,
Ever since you went away,
I'm lost and I don't know. Where am I supposed to go? I still miss you so.
in a moment like this, wanna know what you're looking for. Wanna know, could you ask for more? In a moment like this, when I need for you to hold me,
Say you love and never leave me. My heart will forever be true.
in a moment like this, wanna know what you're looking for. Wanna know, could you ask for more? In a moment like this, wanna know what I have to do. Wanna know how to get to you. In a moment like
Aww, how cute. Should have done a Romania 2017 kiss. I Grudin Schlager heaven. I am. I love Schlager. It's just me, you know. They know their audience. Of course, I said earlier that that would be the final song. Of course, it won't be, because Spain is going to perform again. So we have that one left to go. We see the Madrid postcard again. I was walking on that very place not too long ago. When was I in Madrid? October, I think. Late October. So I feel so included in this. Like, oh, I know that place. I've been there. Anyway. Spain, final song of the evening. Enjoy it again. I know I will.
Algo pequeñito, algo chiquitito. Una rosa blanca, una caricia, un beso dulce y un perdón. Algo pequeñito, algo chiquitito. Un gesto tierno, una mirada, un abrazo, una flor, algo pequeñito, algo chiquitito. Un simple te quiero con dulzura, con cariño y compasión. Es lo que te pido, amor. Mi vida se derrumba, me partes el corazón. Trata pronto de cambiar. El tiempo se termina ahora de verdad. Algo pequeñito, oh, oh, oh. Algo chiquitito, oh, oh, oh. Cosas simples que ahora no me das, que te pido con locura si no quieres terminar. Algo pequeñito, oh, oh, oh. Algo chiquitito, oh, oh, oh. En tus manos tienes la ocasión, hoy decides si quererme o romperme el corazón. Algo pequeñito, algo muy bonito. Pelo al viento que se enreda entre mis manos, el calor. Has sabido comprender que las pequeñas cosas son las que hacen esto arder. Ahora trata de cambiar, el resto de las cosas ya se arreglarán. Algo pequeñito, oh, oh, oh. Algo chiquitito, oh, oh, oh. Cosas simples que ahora sí me das, que te quiero con locura y siempre yo te voy a amar. Algo pequeñito, oh, oh, oh. Algo chiquitito, oh, oh, oh. En tus manos tienes la ocasión, decidiste tú quererme y no romperme el corazón, no romperme el corazón. Algo pequeñito, oh, oh, oh. Algo chiquitito, oh, oh, oh. Cosas simples que ahora no me das, que te pido con locura si no quieres terminar. Algo pequeñito, oh, oh, oh. Algo chiquitito, oh, oh. En tus manos tienes la ocasión, hoy decides si quererme o romperme el corazón.
Honestly, I should have just put it lost in the running order from the beginning, because it's a really neat closer, I think. That's been all of the songs. We're gonna get a recap pretty soon, and then I'm gonna open the voting. And if you're new here, we have 220 viewers right now, so that's insane. If you are new here, you need to join the Discord server that is linked down below the stream in order to vote. So make sure that you're on there, because the link to vote will be dropped in there. So yeah. There you have the running order again. You can take down a little notes of the 10 songs you do want to vote for. And yeah, the quick recap we're gonna watch, and then I'm gonna open the voting, and the voting reveal will later take place. Same stream, don't forget that. Don't remember that. Just stick around here, and everything is gonna go in one go, so don't go anywhere. Voting will open soon, and then the results will appear after the interval act. Yeah, not to spoil votes. Yeah, exactly. No spoiling of votes. I mean, you can already, like, what's it called? Estimate what my votes are going to be, because I mean, I've obviously expressed my opinions and whatnot, but I'm not going to sit here and say that, oh, yeah, I'm going to give this one 12 and this one 10. I mean, all of you have also expressed which songs you like and which ones you don't, but do not say that, oh, I gave 12 to this, 10 to this, 8 to this, and so on. Anyway. They're talking about snacks, putting...
15 minutes left to vote.
Yeah, but you put 15 seconds on the microwave, dude. Well, Alipan, what is our review of that shirt?
Cheer for your favorite artist. Enjoy our celebration while we watch some clips from all the 25.
Indeed. Recap time, enjoy it, and then we're gonna... That worked very smoothly, didn't it, Eric? Norway. Is that Mick Schumacher? You could think that, huh?
Now we're ready to hear all the songs again.
Alright, then let's do that. Let's go.
Popcorn?
Can I love you forever?
into my eyes, thunder and lightning, holding hands. Let's overcome the bad. We have to do it bad. This is the time. Darkness falls. All of the stars will see. Just me and my guitar. Lubisz me kopala licami bez raz. Beograd, Beograd, ja bez obraza. Ne jedno, ne dva, put tri puta me. Beograd.
Najkrajšie stromy sú na hore hroní, to tiché bratstvo vraví, poď. Sem sa vždy vrátim, keď ma niečo zroní, pravia tie stromy spliet. When I cry, it's for the lonely. When I pray, it's for the lost and stray.
All right. Very unfortunate for Israel there that they put the voice crack in the recap. I know I messed up. I'm sorry. That happens sometimes. Just to while I'm writing the announcement, I'll send a message to you. Just listen while I'm writing the voting announcement.
The situation got out of hand. I hope you understand. It can happen to any one of us. Anyone you think of, anyone can fall. Anyone can hurt someone they love. Hearts will break, 'cause I made a stupid mistake. It can happen to any one of us. Say you won't forgive me. Anyone can fail.
All right, enough of that. Okay. Can we vote for this song too? Unfortunately not. I've prepared all of the voting link and everything. I think, yeah, Darren's opened the voting. He said 21:35, that's when the voting will be open for. So the announcement is now... wait, let me just double check. Yeah, it's now on Discord, so you can get your votes in. 21 minutes listening to Gareth Gates in 2024 was not on my bingo card. No, not on anyone's. All right, we're gonna get to the voting. The voting is now open, so I'm gonna keep watching the show. I already got my votes in because I felt like I could do that during the recap. But yeah, we're gonna watch the show. There is an interval act that I think you don't want to miss this year, so make sure you get your votes in. Oh, some people have already done. Wow. You have 20 minutes, and I'm gonna keep watching the show. And yeah, you're welcome to take your time. Game of 12 to Sweden. I think you got the wrong link, Mark. Did I send the right one? Let's keep watching.
25 fantastic performances. Phone in or send a text message to help your favorite win tonight.
During these last 2 weeks of rehearsal,
I think actually I'm going to have it done wrong on the second. There's obviously a second recap as well in the show, and I think they're probably going to be the same issue there, that I swapped Slovakia and Finland. But I mean, doesn't really matter what order they come in, right? Both of them are in there. All right, so Eric and I've forgotten her name, the woman on the right, but they took the what's it called? The responsibility to showing all of the artists Oslo, I guess. I mean, Eric already showed when he did it in one of the semi-finals, and it was a hilarious gag. Bienvenue.
Juliana!
Hello. Wow. Oh, Nadja, that's her name. Okay, I'm gonna try and remember it. Oh, showing off their language skills here. Oh, was it both German and Italian, or am I just not listening properly? Yes, yes. Oh. Gotta swing it till the mister har kontroll. Did no one tell you not to chew with your mouth open, Eric?
Es sind keine Nüsse im Apfelkuchen.
Muy bien.
Conozco una mascarilla para el pelo que vas a querer.
Definitivamente un buen acondicionador es esencial.
Sí.
Toda all herregud, gafok din valsnorvegi.
Ger i leie med det.
Ja, takk for valnettur og pistasjonettur get jeg bare da. En ikke jordnettur.
Ja, just det.
All right. It's kind of a fun concept, but I don't really think it's presented in the most fun way. It's not very clear what they're saying. I think we would have needed some subtitles for that little interval.
It looks like it's going to be one of the most exciting Eurovision finals for a long time.
Do we think that it is?
Gave of your best tonight.
Are you excited about the
Anyone
voting?
can win.
Do you think it's predictable? Do you think anyone can win? Even Josh Dubovi?
All they can do is sit and wait and bite their nails and wave their flags, because their fate is in your hands.
Do you think they sit and wait and wave their flags right now on the 21st of January 2024? Probably. Oh, another recap, because we need another one. Just enjoy.
Until you say my name out loud. Tell me about your feeling. Thunder and lightning, holding hands. Let's overcome the bad. We have to do it bad. Well, see, just me and my guitar.
Wanna know what you're looking for.
Is it possible that the Israeli delegation told them to change the recap time there? Much better choice this time around. Now it is time for one of the most memorable interval acts, I think, of all time. It's MadCon, I think, right? We'll see how they're gonna introduce this, but do enjoy it.
Triumph for Turkey in 2003. She won with a margin of just 2 points.
Indeed.
And Celine Dion
We've
in
had
1988 won for Switzerland with a single point
1
more
point.
than United Kingdom.
But in 1991...
1969, when
Oh,
4
okay.
countries ended up in first place.
I thought she was going to
Same
bring up
number of
1991, but sure, 1969 as well.
Every
Yeah,
single vote counts.
they do
Still have
indeed.
a few seconds left to make up your mind and vote, but it's time for us to start the countdown. Okay, ready?
Yes, we're ready.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop voting now!
You can still vote though, you have 11 more minutes, so get your votes in.
We have an amazing audience here tonight.
And let us show you how amazing they really are.
Alright.
Are you the best audience ever?
No, they would obviously answer no to that question.
Are you the best looking audience in history?
History. Let me think about that one.
Now, let me hear you scream as loud as you can.
Very good. And
Thank
now,
you.
please be quiet.
How about no? They're not being quiet, Eric. I'm
Would
sorry.
you rather dance?
I've already danced tonight.
Europe, it's time to dance.
Are you ready?
Beats to your song, a melody sent from God. I can't breathe when you're gone. Yes, I'm deeply in love. Every single day of my life, night and day, day and night. Today is the day. Tonight's the night. I live for the beside. I'ma make you glad. 'Cause today is the day. Tonight's the night. I'ma lay it down. I'ma lay it down. I'ma get up so I can't get down. Let me roar in my thunder sound. I'm the lord of the underground. I'm a part of the jungle. I'ma lay it today. Tonight's the night. I know you feel the beside. I'ma make you glad. 'Cause today is the day. Tonight's the night. I'ma lay it down. I'ma lay it down. I'ma get up so I can't get down. Let me roar in my thunder sound. I'm the lord of the underground. I'm a part of the jungle. Come on, put your hands up. I can't wait. I can't wait to see you. Around the world, around the world. I can't wait. I can't wait to see you. Around the world, around the world. Let's go.
I'm getting so worked up over this. I am a sentimentalist at heart, absolutely. I feel so emotionally gripped by that. This is one of those moments where I just feel like how well music can connect people. Everyone drops everything that they're doing for a moment, and everyone is invited. And it's just such a beautiful way to connect people. I think that is one of the most beautiful interval acts we've had. People don't seem impressed by it in the chat. I understand, but it's just so cool to see so many people gathered in one place and just being a part. It's a unit. It's unifying. I think that's really, really beautiful. It's undescribable. Eric, you need to work on your grammar. I'm sorry, but you can book an English course with me. I'll teach you. I'll teach you your prefixes. Oh yeah, he's gonna tell us a little bit about the artist.
Representing Armenia and lives in Russia. She's been performing all her life and won the first musical competition when she was 10. And here we have Shanae and Nevergreen from Denmark. They have both been artists for a long time, but the Eurovision is their first big job together.
This is the group Manga representing Turkey. They've released several popular albums, and last year they won an MTV Music Award.
Really, huh?
And this is Alyosha representing Ukraine. She opened her own recording studio at the age of 18, and she's written many songs for popular artists. And representing España, Daniel Dugas. He's an experienced singer and actor, and he has starred in TV series, in musicals, and he has had his own children's show. And this is 3+2.
Who invited you?
Belarus, and as you can see,
What are you doing here?
Lovely dresses tonight. But after their performance, they won't be remembered for their lovely dresses, but for their beautiful butterfly wings.
They're not remembered at all.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
About the 3+2 or any of the other artists, visit Eurovision.tv, the official website of the Eurovision Song Contest.
There you can come in contact with other fans, and you can find exclusive materials from behind the scenes.
Saki's hiding
But
somewhere as
now,
well.
The
Who knows,
moment
huh?
we've all been waiting for is here.
Is it
It's
really?
time for the results. Good luck to you all.
Indeed, indeed.
Oui, bonne chance à tous. Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, we are now ready to receive the votes from all over Europe.
Are we,
First
huh?
of all, let's say hello to the man, the myth, the executive supervisor of the Eurovision Song Contest, His Majesty Svante Stockselius.
His Majesty Svante! Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Where are we going? Why does this remind me of the Scooby-Doo intro? Have you seen that Scooby-Doo movie where they follow like a monster around through sewers and stuff? Who's that? Imposter! Leave. I want Svante. Yeah. He ain't my Svante. There he is!
Hello, Princess Nadia.
Princess
yes,
Nadia.
It's been a great evening. We have been dancing up here. It was so fun. But now it's time for the most serious part of the show, the results. And all over Europe, we have now 39 spokespersons ready to reveal the result. And on my screens, I can see that they are ready. So Nadia, let the excitement begin.
Thank you, Svante.
I have to stop you there, Nadia, for just 1 second, because I don't think everything is finished just yet. I need to take a little bit of a double check, you know? You know what to expect. Svante may have said that everything's fine, but what I want to know is, Darren, do we have a result?
Great. This is Disco Daz speaking from the GBU, the Eurovision Broadcasting Union. We tonight have had 227 votes, including 7 new voters, and also including the 5,000th valid set of votes we've received on our watch-alongs since 1992. And the person who made that 5,000th set of votes was Like a Tattoo. So with that, the presentation of the votes is now ready.
Thank you very much, Darren, and thank you to all voters who have been with us throughout this whole thing. 5,000 sets of votes. Can you even imagine that? Mad. Proper mad. As Darren said, 227 voters, which is quite something, really. We're going to take a look at our results, but first I need to be able to share exactly that. And right now on screen, you can see that the Eurovision 2010 final interactive scoreboard is loading. And it tells us, please wait. We're almost done waiting. There we are. We are done waiting. And this is the running order thingy. The scoreboard is ready. I'll not zoom in that much. That works perfectly for me. And as I said, 227 voters. That is going to be quite a lot. And as you can see, I put a little request to Darren. You can see the colors. They are spot on, similar to what they actually had back in 2010. And we're going to try and fit this color scheme for every year that we actually match the real life ones. So we got the purple shade here. And in case you didn't know, maybe I've told you before, but purple is actually my favorite color. So I'm just like taking in all of this, and I feel like my eyes are getting blessed by this gorgeous, gorgeous scoreboard that hopefully at the end of it will have a great winner at the top. Sorry. Okay, final sip before my mouth will keep going for an eternity now, because I'll read out all of the votes, of course, just like always. Get your predictions in, maybe a top 3. We of course have the jury vote first and then the televote. And the jury votes are, as it says on screen, 100. So yeah, 100 are in the jury and 127 make up the televote. Get your predictions in and let's go. Click here to start. Let us start indeed. Playing with Thunder and Lightning is our first voter of the evening. And the first 8 goes to Iceland, the first 10 goes to Georgia, and tonight's first set of 12 points go to Turkey. Next up, juror number 2 is Jay Sora. You're not first today, even though you usually are, but not today. Jose. 8 points to the United Kingdom. 10 points to Belgium. And Jay Soros, 12 points go to Turkey, who are now, as you can see on screen, the leader has 100% of the maximum possible points and has a lead of 14 points already. Pyry from Finland will be voter number 3 tonight. 8 more points for Turkey, so the 100% score is now broken. 10 points to France, and the 12 goes to Cyprus to go up in second place. There we are. Fourth, Disco Daz is playing with websites. Is this you, Darren? Or is someone stealing your name? I hope not. You're very early on in the jury vote today. 10 points from Darren to Iceland, and his 12 points go to Romania to climb up in second there. Darren is not a fan of our current leader, so he puts Romania into the mix up in second. Valdem, first time on jury. Welcome, Valdem. Let's see what your favorites are. 8 points to Slovakia, who are doing very well so far. 10 points to Cyprus, and the 12 from Valdem goes to Germany to go into the top 3 as well. Next up will be Liz from Turkey. And the lower points, you can see them on the screen right then and there. 8 points go to Romania, who are getting in the mix there. 10 points to Ukraine, and the 12 to Estonia, who puts themselves onto the left side. Still 2 countries on 0 points. Let's see if Hugo will change that. You can see his first votes on the screen right now. The 8 points go to Cyprus, the 10 points go to Germany, and Hugo's 12 points will go to Turkey. So the current top 2 is Turkey, Germany, followed by Cyprus, Romania, and Slovakia at the moment, as Zoar, the Icelandic volcano, will vote next up. 8 points go to Turkey, 10 points goes to Ukraine to go into third, and Zohar's 12 points goes to Estonia, who climbs up in 6th place. Our next voter is Yene Beiba. Great. These are the lower points. We can see some countries moving to the left there. Spain getting their first points, a big 8. 10 points to Finland there, and the 12 goes to Moldova. A big score for them, which puts them up into 15th place right now. Next is Wagikarp from the United Kingdom. Denmark getting their first point now as well, so everyone's off the board. 8 points to Moldova, 10 points to Germany, and the 12 from Wagikarp goes to Turkey. That is a 10th of the way through in the jury vote, as Vitali comes up as the next voter. Lower points are shown there now. We get 8 points for Romania, 10 points to Turkey, and the 12 from Vitali will go to Germany, who are starting to pull away together with Turkey at the top. Voter number 12 will be Addy Star. And these are the first points from Addy Star. 8 points go to Romania, 10 points go to Germany, and the 12 from Addy Star goes to Albania, which moves into the top half there, up to 11th place. And Germany is now only 1 point behind Turkey in the lead. Your favorite Moroccan, aka Eurovision _Ma, is our 13th voter. Georgia with an 8 there, Turkey with a 10, and the 12 goes to Iceland to go all the way up in 4th with that 12. It's very close, like you have the real life top 3, of course, kind of pulling away a little bit, and then everything is very close. Mr. Querti, with being the first time on the jury, is voter number 14 today. Albania gets 10 points there, and the 12 goes to Russia. Big score for Russia, moving a bit up there on the right side of the scoreboard. As next will be Mihailo. And Mihailo gives these as his points. Or the first points, that is. Israel with an 8 to go top half. 10 points to Turkey, who are now in the hundreds. And the 12 goes to Cyprus to move up into 6th place there. Finland currently in the top 5. Of course, a real-life non-qualifier. Might be a little unexpected. DK240996 rode a pony to Horechroni. First time on the jury, indeed. 10 points to Ukraine here, and the 12 will go to Slovakia, who is now taking over the spot in the top 5. Our next voter, Lord Rodmorg I of Apricotvia. I wouldn't want to go there. Gives 8 points to Romania, 10 points to Cyprus, and Lord Rodmorg's 12 is definitely not going to Turkey. It's going to Germany, who are now 8 points behind the lead, with Vicky Vision being our 18th jury. Lower points on the screen right now. We have 8 points going to France, 10 points going to Belgium there, and the 12 from Vicky Vision to Germany, who now take over the lead with that 12. Next will be Achilles and his guitar is playing with fire. Loads of references in here tonight. Lower points you can see on the screen. 8 points to Denmark there, moving a few places. 10 points to Romania. And the 12 will go to Belgium to move up into what I think is 9th place. Next will be It's All About My 12 Points. We'll see about that. From Hungary, 8 points go to Israel there. 10 points goes to Greece to move into the top half. And the 12 goes to Turkey to pull away just slightly at the top. 13 points ahead now. And 20 voters are down. Sebastian will be the next one. And the lower points are as follows. 8 points to Ukraine, 10 points to Greece, and the 12 will go to Israel to go into the top half there. Alright, who is jury number 22? That would be Empo from the Netherlands. And the lower points are just like you can see on the screen right now. 8 points go to Turkey, 10 points go to Finland, back up in the top 5 they go. And the 12 to Serbia, their first 12 of the night, moving a few places up there on the right side. Next is Taya's favorite ESC song ever is here. You don't say. 8 points to Bosnia and Herzegovina, 10 points to Romania. Let's see what Taya's favorite Eurovision song of all time is. It is Turkey, We Could Be the Same. Good choice in my book. I approve. Turkey Ella from America is jury number 24. 8 points to Romania there, 10 points to Israel, and the 12 goes to Greece to go into 6th place. Next up will be Look at Us qualifying poses from Denmark. Well done, you're currently in the bottom 5. I feel for you, but maybe that will change. Greece goes into 4th there with an 8. Denmark getting a 10 to get out of the bottom 5. And Slovakia with a 12. I gotta say, I'm very surprised with all of these real-life non-qualifiers doing particularly well. Slovakia, Finland, and Estonia are all in the top 10. Annie from Germany will be the next voter up. 8 points here go to Moldova. 10 points go to Romania. And the 12 is for Turkey. We can definitely also say that we have a very clear top 3 at the moment. They have, they're quite far ahead of the competition, as Yarata puts Greece up in the top 5. Germany gets an 8 to close the gap. 10 points to Romania to further extend their gap. And the 12 to Turkey to pull away even more. Real life non-qualifiers are always doing well. That's their job. Do they? I'm not sure. Maybe they do. San Marino 2008 obviously did, but we had non-qualifiers in 2008 that finished like last. Kitty, voice crack hype here, gives 12 points to the song I guess Kitty is referencing to. Israel with a 12 puts them in 10th place right now. Next is Anne from Czechia. Lower points there, puts Belgium into the top half now. 8 points to Georgia, doesn't move them, but 8 points is 8 points. Greece with a 10 to go in hundreds, and a 12 for Turkey at the top. That is 29 jurors has now voted, and Sajad, who loves his top 3 equally, will be jury number 30. Let's see what those 3 songs are. They are Georgia with an 8, Ukraine with a 10, and Turkey with a 12, who are now into 207 points. Indeed. Jere from Germany is jury number 31. You can see the lower points on screen right now. 8 points to Georgia, who are slowly but surely moving up the standings. 10 points to Turkey, and the 12 goes to Azerbaijan, moves away from last place there, pushes UK and Ireland down there with a 12, up on 19 points there. Waffle, with the first time being on the jury here from Ireland, puts Belgium back into the top half. 8 points go to Iceland there, 10 points to Turkey, and the 12 will go to Cyprus to move ahead of Finland there for 7th place, I believe. Next up will be 12 points from Micronesia, which puts Ireland down or ahead of the UK now, so UK is down in last place. 10 points for Romania here, and the 12 from 12 points goes to Belgium to go up in 11th. Next up, Julius from Finland, voter number 34. We're more than a third of the way through the jury vote now. We can say 8 points for Romania, 10 points for Germany, and the 12 will go to Cyprus to overtake Ukraine for 6th place at the moment. Who is up next? That would be Stan. And his tea's gone cold. He's wondering why he got out of bed at all. I'll tell you, got out of bed to give France 10 points and Belgium another 12 there to put them into 8th place right now. Now, next up will be Yafil from Greece. And Yafil will give 8 points to Moldova, who are now in the top 10. Never mind, Albania takes that spot back with a 10, and Iceland gets the 12 to move to the top half. Estonia has now dropped down to the bottom half of the table. Finland still in the top 10, Slovakia still in the top 5. Declan the Dinosaur Egg, first time on the jury, welcome Declan. Let's see where the votes end up. Azerbaijan getting an 8. 10 points to Iceland down there, and a 12 from Declan will go to France. Doesn't move their spot, but they close on the top half there. Next will be Ferlolo from Germany. I've got to say, I mean, I'm obviously unbiased, but I'm loving that bottom 2 at the moment. 10 points to Iceland there, up on 96, and a 12 to Albania, which puts them into 7th place. Who's up next? That would be Vilma. And Vilma is jury number 39 then. Lower points there. 8 points to Romania. 10 points to Germany, and the 12 from Vilma goes to Turkey. Vilma definitely agrees with our current top 5. She gave 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 to the top 5, in that order especially. Keith from the United Kingdom is the next voter. And Keith gives 8 points to Spain, 10 points to Albania, who are now in the 6th place, I think. And Cyprus with a 12 to take back that 6th place. Next is Jacob from Germany. And Jacob will give 8 points to Cyprus, who are now tied in 5th with Slovakia. 10 points to Azerbaijan there, and the 12 to Russia to overtake only Serbia at the moment. Next is Kiwi from Brazil. And Slovakia now back in the top 5 there. 8 points to Iceland to go in the top 10. 10 points to Ukraine. And the 12 will go to Germany. Germany currently 42 points behind Turkey. That can obviously change. We still have 58 jury voters to go. One of them is Anna Bucharest, who's first time on the jury here. And Anna Bucharest gives 8 points to Estonia, 10 points to Serbia. No, not Serbia, Russia, sorry. And a 12 to Turkey, who are now 51 points ahead in the lead there. Joni from Finland, jury number 44. France and Estonia having a ding-dong there on the right side. Greece with an 8, 10 points to Germany. And the 12 from Joni will go to Azerbaijan to take another place there on the right side. Slowly but surely moving up. Next is Alexander from Finland. And you can see the lower points right there. Slovakia back in the top 5. 8 points to Denmark. 10 points to Turkey. And the 12 will go to Germany. 40 points now. Split the top 2. Then comes the televote. Absolutely, we have a huge televote to get through as well today. So, We Could Love Her. I'm not sure what that name is supposed to mean, but sure. gives 8 points to Greece and 10 points to Romania, and the 12 to We Could Be the Same, who are now on 299 points. Next is Philip E2712. We have a lot of new juror voters today. Philip being one of them from Greece. 8 points here go to Belgium. 10 points to Ukraine to go into 6th place. And a 12 to Finland to go back up in the top 10. UK did not gain any points since voter number 4. Well, it's not too late. They can get more. Tobiah X, No Matter What They Say. Is that a reference for a song you like or don't like? We'll find out now with the 12 points going to Turkey, who are definitely extending their gap at the top. Actually, Romania is starting to close in on Germany. 20 points behind there, and then a further 65 points separating Turkey and Germany. Daj City gives 8 points to Albania, 10 points to Turkey, and the 12 to Germany. Next up will be juror number 50 is CJ Yorkshire via an unnamed region of Slovakia. Yet you picked the North Korean flag. I don't know if you know how geography works, Yorkshire, but I think you need to study a bit. 12 points go to Slovakia anyway, who are now in 6th place. And this is halfway through. I'll just quickly recap our current top 5, which is Turkey, Germany, Romania, Greece, and Ukraine. Slovakia very close behind, of course. Cyprus, Albania. Turkey getting 8 points here, 10 points to Romania, and the 12 from Fermobi goes to Albania to overtake Cyprus there. It's pronounced Yorkshire. Don't care. Wak wak. I probably pronounced that correctly anyway. First time on jury and gives 10 points to Romania and the 12 to Turkey. I'm not saying that, turtle. It's like, how do you say, like Worcestershire? Worcestershire? I'm not sure. Anyway, Robin from France. 8 points to Romania here. 10 points to Ukraine. And the 12 to Georgia, who are now in the top half. Kicks out Israel. Everyone on the top half currently on 100 points or above. Stratsdas. Long time no see, I gotta say. Never lost and forgotten. We'll see if you forgot Russia's song this year, though. At least not in your reference. And the 12 goes to Germany. So, yeah, you did not indeed vote for Russia. Turkey without a point there. And Germany is actually pulling in. It was like 75 points, and now it's 44. Epic Asterios guy gives 8 points to Finland. 10 points to Germany. And the 12 to Turkey. 46 points now then. Next is Frank B. And these are the lower points. Cyprus goes ahead of Albania there. Belgium with an 8. Turkey with a 10. And the 12 from Frank goes to Iceland to go in the top 10 there. Next will be North Pole guy from Norway. Jury number 57 we are on now. And we have 8 points going to Albania, 10 points to Moldova, and the 12 will go to Ukraine, who are now actually overtaking Greece for their 4th place spot. Halsichroni is from Brazil, is the next voter. The 8 points go to Iceland. The 10 points go to Georgia, and the 12 from Halsichroni goes to Belgium, who are now in 9th. Actually goes ahead of Cyprus there in the little acoustic guitar guy battle, I guess we have. D. Dot from Czechia, next voter up. I see this very close there from 7th to 11th place, really. 10 points to Turkey, and the 12 will go to Slovakia. Next voter is Stan DK, first time on jury. Welcome, Stan DK. Good thing you added DK on your name there, because otherwise we would have 2 Stans, and that does not compute. 10 points to Romania and 12 points to Turkey here. Next up, that was 60 juries down. 61st jury is Mattia Letz. Thank you for explaining how I should pronounce this. So hopefully I will never do it wrong again, because I've done it wrong 500 times. 10 points to Romania there, and the 12 from Mattia Letz goes to Turkey. Next voter will be The Voter from Argentina. Welcome, The Voter. The Voter gives 8 points to Germany, 10 points to Azerbaijan, and the 12 goes to Romania, who are 25 points behind second place. I mean, the top 3 is already set, surely. It's such a big gap. Yuyu Mas from Argentina will be next up. 8 points there go to Greece, 10 points to Romania, and the 12 from Yuyu Mas goes to Turkey, who are pulling away. Next up is Sirendil. Good one, good one. Sirendil? How do you want me to say that? To make it most fancy. Anyway, 10 points to Greece is 12 points going to Siren. They are indeed. Up on 102 points there now. Into, what is that, 16th place, I think. Eurovision 1978 is voting in 2010 and gives 8 points to Georgia, 10 points to Romania, and the 12 to Germany. Next up will be Polina from Israel. Lower points, you can see them right now. Moldova moving a few places. Armenia, for some reason, moving a few places down there. 10 points to Romania. And the 12 goes to Turkey, who are now 70 points ahead of the competition. Romania actually only 9 points behind Germany, I just realized. ESC Nicolas, first time on jury. Welcome, Nicolas. Let's see what songs you like today. You liked France with an 8, Germany with a 10, and the 12 will go to Romania. 7 points now. 7 points. Rodmorg's mum is a new voter. And these are her votes. 8 points to Greece, 10 points to France, and the 12 will go to Germany. Your mom is a bit of a party monster, is she, Rodmorg? France and Greece and Romania getting big points. I'm heading to the club with her. I'm just letting you know, Rodmorg. Don't wait up. Apricot Steve gives 8 points to Romania, 10 points to Ukraine, and the 12 to Cyprus. No points for the Apricot Stone from Apricot Steve. Next up is World Sasuri. OG Simp for Eva Rivas. Okay, you do you. 8 points to Turkey, 10 points to Serbia, and the 12 goes to Azerbaijan. Doesn't move a place with that, but puts itself closer to the competition. Next is Mike TV. 30 jury voters to go. 8 points go to Romania. 10 points go to Denmark, who are now joining the 100 points club, and the 12 to Ukraine. My mom has been married for 24 years, Screwed. Yeah, but I mean, you can still go dancing. Married people can have fun too, Rodmorg. Don't sell your mom short like that. Come on. You're better than that. Come on. Philippa gives 10 points to Turkey, and the 12 goes to Romania, who are now only 3 points behind Germany in the battle for second place. Turkey has extended their gap at the top, but we do have a lot of televote points, of course, to go as well. Gluzemars gives 8 points to Belgium, 10 points to Israel, and the 12 to Russia, moving 2 places. Estonia is dropping further and further down the order here. They're in 20th place at the moment. Number 1 Milim fan, Lycan Lux. Did you just reveal your 12 points? We'll see. 8 points to Finland, 10 points to Spain, sorry, and the 12 indeed to Israel, who moved to the top half. Next up is Messy Goat. Can't argue with that. With these as the first points there. 8 points go to Iceland, 10 points to Turkey, and the 12 is destined for Moldova, who go into 8th place there now. Jury number 76 is ESC Fan France. And these are the lower points. Look at that, UK getting points. 72 voters have gone by since UK's last got points. But here we are, back to reality. Whoop, there goes gravity. 12 points to Germany there, 10 to Turkey though, so they didn't really claw that much back up. Sasha and his guitar will, with these as the lower points, 8 points to Estonia, 10 points to Cyprus, and the 12 from Sasha and his guitar go to Bosnia and Herzegovina. There we are, up into 21st place there. Matt Adams is our next voter. Denmark and Estonia doing a double overtake on Serbia there. 8 points to Ukraine, 10 points to Belgium, and the 12 will go to Germany. And that means we have 22 voters to go. Lane Moye being the first of them. Greece taking back that 4th place from Ukraine. 8 points to Serbia, 10 points to Romania, and the 12 will go to Moldova to go in 8th place. 199 points for the epic sax guy there. Jotka Imam Silata. No Macedonia in the final. So instead, 10 points go to Finland, and the 12 to Germany, who are slowly but surely getting back into the game. They're extending the gap over Romania anyway. No Name will give 8 points to Ukraine, 10 points to Albania, and the 12 points from No Name goes to Kypros. Doesn't move them anywhere on the table, but still puts themselves closer to the battle for 6th place, which I guess it's turned into between Belgium, Slovakia, Moldova, and Cyprus. Andy Niaos, back-to-back Esti. Are we seeing a 12 to Estonia? We are indeed. Moves 2 places with that 12 into 17th place. Filipe from Portugal will be voter number 83. Slovakia now back up in 6th. 8 points to Germany, 10 points to Romania, and the 12 will go to Turkey. And that means we have 17 voters to go. Nix being the first of them. Armenia overtaking Spain down there at the bottom, otherwise no movement. 8 points to Moldova, 10 points to Turkey, and the 12 goes to Finland. Still in 11th, but only 1 point behind Albania now. Cornwall, jury number 85. Some points for Ireland, some points for Moldova to put them ahead of Belgium. 8 points to Georgia there, 10 points to Greece, and the 12 from Cornwall goes to Estonia, who are now 15th on 142 points. Next is Cats Playing with Fire from the United Kingdom. Gives 8 points to Belgium, 10 points to Romania, and the 12 from Cat, who's playing with fire, goes to Turkey, who are now almost 100 points ahead of the competition. Almost, not quite yet. Laponia from Israel is the first time on the jury here, and we have quite the battle going on for 22nd place, if you pay attention to that. 10 points to Turkey here from Laponia, and the 12 to Moldova, who are now, for the first time I think tonight, in 6th place. Still slowly but surely going up there. Elipod 1. Come on, guys. Josh wasn't that bad. Let's see if Josh gets your support. He does indeed. He's still going to be in last place, though. Sorry, Elipod. 10 points to Denmark, and the 12 to Turkey, who are now indeed more than 100 points ahead of the competition. 102, in fact. Jace from Spain will be voter number 89. 8 points to Romania, 10 points to Germany, and the 12 from Jace goes to... Moving on. Turkey still 55.43% of the votes so far. Cosmic Summers from the United Kingdom will be the next voter. And that's voter number 90 actually. Finland with an 8. 10 points to Germany, and the 12 goes to Romania. who are now 30 points behind Germany, who are a further 85 points behind Turkey. Castilla-La Mancha jury from Uceda today, welcome, gives 8 points to Moldova, who are now back up in 6 again. Finland with a 10, and the 12 goes to Cyprus. Next up is Crimson, jury number 92. And the lower points look like that. Estonia moving ahead of Azerbaijan there. 8 points to Bosnia and Herzegovina. 10 points to Ukraine. And 12 goes to Turkey. Why do I have a feeling my votes didn't register? I think they probably did. We have 217 people who voted, Merlin. And it's a big chance then maybe you're in the televote. Your vote still counted, I'm sure. Dimitris from Greece is the next voter. Germany with an 8. Greece with a 10. And the 12 from Dimitris goes to Turkey. Next will be Mart is Zonderwoorden. Alright, I do not know what that means, but hello Mart. 8 points to Romania, 10 points to Estonia to go in 14th there, and the 12 to Turkey. Only 6 jury voters to go, and the first of them is Adi025. And you can see the lower points on the screen right there. 8 points to Moldova, 10 points to Romania, and the 12 from Adi025 goes to Slovakia to go into 7th place. Next up is jury number 96. Dodo, finally a proud German again. I'm happy for you, Dodo. I think Germany has a few years they should be proud of their entries. 10 points to Romania here, and a 12 goes to Germany. So 19 points between the top two now. Or no, between second and third, sorry. We still have 108 points separating first and second as Tiny Quail, jury number 97. 8 points to Ireland there. 10 points to Ukraine. And the 12 goes to Albania, who are still in 11th but closing in on Finland there. Next up is It's All About Bruno. What's that movie name called? Is it Encanto? Is that the one there is from? Anyway, Finland with a 10, and the 12 goes to Belgium, who are now back up in 6th. 2 jury voters to go. One of them is Oppenheimer is Overrated. I gotta admit, I haven't actually seen it, but you just voted for Armenia, so your point is invalid. 8 points go to Greece, 10 points go to Slovakia, and the 12 goes to Moldova, who are indeed in 6th place now. And finally, it is yours truly, who is the final voter today from Sweden. You can see the lower points there. There are 8 points going into Denmark. There is 10 points for Romania, and there is a big 12 for Turkey. And these are the current results from the jury vote. And you can judge them however you want. Currently we have Turkey in the lead, 115 points ahead of Germany in second. Romania in third, 18 points behind Germany. And then a big gap down to Greece in fourth and Ukraine in fifth. Very close then between like Moldova, Belgium, Slovakia, Cyprus, Finland. Finland is a little bit behind, and Albania as well, but they're pretty close to each other, and the televote can shake that around however much possible, really. Iceland, Israel, France, Estonia, Azerbaijan, all of these are close to each other. There is, of course, a gap separating the bottom 5 with the top 20, I guess. And yeah, let's reveal the televote, I guess. You can make up your mind. UK is very low at the moment. They need a big televote score to make an imprint on this competition. I wouldn't be super optimistic about their chances to beat anyone, but Spain looks to be the nearest competitor. So yeah, let's see. Another 127 voters make up the televote. Click here to reveal the televote. Here we go. United Kingdom. Josh Dubovi, you get 27 points. You're finishing last. I'm terribly sorry. 55 points in total. Next up, Spain. Daniel Digues. you get 174 televote points. There we have quite the margin compared to the UK's televote score. That could take Spain quite a bit up the table, really. Armenia is up next. Apricot Stone, you get 167 televote points. That's enough to beat Spain. But not quite a lot to really make an impression on the competition, I guess. Ireland is up next, and they get 195 televote points, which puts them ahead of all of these songs so far. Almost closing in on 300 points there. Bosnia and Herzegovina, next one to get their points, and they get only 66 televote points. That's gonna definitely put them in 24th place in total, I'm sure. Not a big score for Bosnia and Herzegovina there. They beat UK at least. Russia up next, and Russia gets 302 televote points. We're bringing out the big guns. 436 in total. Alright then. Georgia, what can you do? Georgia is getting 175 televote points. Not quite that much, but they beat Ireland, Armenia, Spain, Bosnia, and UK. 321 points in total. Serbia up next, and they get 281. That puts them 1 point behind Russia. Oh my. 1 point separating Serbia and Russia there. Next up will be Denmark, and Denmark gets only 151 televote points, which puts them even behind Georgia, actually. Not a good score for Denmark, this one. 307 points. Azerbaijan up next. Drip Drop is getting 171 televote points, puts them ahead of Georgia, but that's about it. 336 in total. Estonia up next. Siren will get 214 points. That puts them on 386, behind Serbia and Russia, but ahead of the rest. Next is France. Aleolaole will get 235 televote points, puts them ahead of Estonia, but behind Serbia. Serbia and Russia got big scores that boosted them up the ranking significantly, it has to be said. Israel, Milim, will get 293. I think, yeah, that puts them far ahead of the rest now. 483. 483 points. Iceland will be next. And Iceland gets 277. That puts them behind Israel, but ahead of Russia. 469 points. Albania will be next, and then I think we have the top 10 after Albania. And Albania will get 378 televote points. They're definitely leaving an impression on this scoreboard. 593 points for Albania. 593. Finland up next, and Finland will get 232 televote points, which puts them ahead of Russia, but behind Iceland there, by only 4 points. Cyprus up next. Life Looks Better in Spring will get 304 televote points, which puts them behind Albania, but ahead of the rest. We have like maybe 8 countries to go, Slovakia being the first, and they get 239 televote points, which isn't that much, but they beat Israel. Get beaten by both Cyprus and Albania, though. Belgium next. Let's see. Can Belgium win the acoustic guitar battle? 250 points. That's nothing. That's absolutely nothing. They get comfortably beaten by Cyprus there. And Albania, of course. Dropping down the table with that televote score. Moldova up next. And they get 284. That puts them tied with Cyprus. According to Darren's math, Cyprus wins the tiebreak with more 12s, I guess. Because that should automatically align like that. Ukraine gets 384 televote points, which you can just see for yourself how far ahead that one goes among the competition. 4 countries to go, Greece being the first of them. And Greece gets 480 points. That is quite a lot. 831 in total. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough to get into the top 3, but it's definitely 4th at worst. Romania will get 667 points. Now we're on some huge, massive scores. Alright, Germany, let's see what you got. Germany needs a lot more points than Turkey, that's for sure. Do they get more than Romania? No, they don't. Oh, 556. They get beaten by Romania. How many points are left for Turkey? Did Romania score so much that they're gonna take it? How many points do Turkey need? 535. How many do they get? 854! Woo! That is huge. 15 points in total. How many percentages is that? It doesn't say, but oh my, 1,515 points for Turkey. Landslide, proper landslide. I mean, it obviously, like, during the jury vote, they were very far ahead, but not that far. That is more than 300 points ahead of the competition. And even though you don't you disagree with the results, keep it civil. Keep it civil. I disagree with some results as well, of course, and I've done that in previous watch-alongs, but let's be civil about it. All right? Okay. We're gonna go through the standings here. You can see them on the screen. The top 10 are as follows: Turkey, Romania, Germany, Greece, Ukraine, Albania, Cyprus, Moldova, Belgium, and Slovakia. That is the top 10 of tonight. Israel in 11th, 12th for Iceland and Finland in 13th. Then we have Russia 14th, 1 point ahead of Serbia. Then France, Estonia, Azerbaijan, Georgia, and Denmark. Bottom 5 will be Ireland, Armenia, Spain, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and the United Kingdom. Far, far away from the rest. And honestly, Bosnia and Herzegovina very far behind the others as well there. We're going to view the further analysis here. As we can see here, yeah, you can see this on the screen right now. 63 12s went to Turkey today. 63 12s. 45 people blanked Turkey, 56 people blanked Romania, and 66 people blanked Germany. 96 people blanked Greece. Otherwise, all of the others got over 100 blanks. We can see that Turkey scored 55.62% of the votes. And I mean, it's kind of interesting because now the more recent the years become, the lower the winning scores really are. Because obviously, when we did, it's not really that apparent, but or like that. It's not a good argument, but in 1958, when Italy, of course, won, I think they had like 80% of the score or something like that, and now we're down on 55. That was, of course, an extreme example, but still. Turkey winner there. You can see all of the stats. They will be published on the website soon. Russia, they're sneakily going in with 11 sets of 12 points, which the competition that it has doesn't really have. The 77 people voted for it, which is less than a lot of the songs around it. The UK, there 10 people voted for the UK. And 217 people blanked it. 2.02% of the votes. I'm not sure how far that takes it in the overall standings, but it's going to be near the bottom. We can also take a look then at the 12-point summary, of course. Here you have all of the people who gave 12 points to Turkey. There's a lot of them. Germany's 12-pointers, you can see them here. You can see Romania, Ukraine. Loads of Ukrainians were in the televote there. Cyprus with 12, Albania with 11, Russia with 11. Greece with 9, Iceland, Belgium, Estonia all with 8. Moldova with 7, Slovakia with 6. Israel and Serbia with 5. Finland and Azerbaijan with 4. Armenia with 3, Ireland with 3. France with 2, Spain with 2, 1 for Denmark, Georgia, and Bosnia and Herzegovina each. We can also now, of course, take a look at the semi-final results, right? Because everyone wants to know that. And to anyone who's wondering what we're going to do with the 2011, because of course there's going to be, since Germany didn't win, there will be 26 songs in the final. I'm letting you know that right now, so you don't have to wonder about that. I'll have to edit a little bit and see what I can put together. Semi-final 1, let's take a look at the stats here. As we can see, these are the more in-depth statistics. As we remember, maybe, was that former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia missed out by 31 points, and the country they missed out to was Bosnia and Herzegovina. So one of the old-fashioned rock songs would go through, and Bosnia and Herzegovina just pipped to that spot. We have 15 12s for the song that qualified in 9th, which was Russia, but it was obviously never in doubt. You can see that by the score, how far ahead they were. 815 points to Serbia, who qualified in 8th, and in 7th on 971 was Finland. Then the top 6 all scored over 1,000 points. In 6th place was Iceland, only 18 points behind Belgium. Where is Slovakia? How well did Slovakia do in the final? I've already forgotten. They were top 10, were they not? Only 1 point separating 3rd and 4th, I just see here. 4th place for Slovakia, 1 point behind Moldova, 42 points behind Albania, and then a Greece landslide for the semi-final. I'll say that much. 1,439 points for Greece in that semi-final. 22 people blanked it. Loads of 12s, as you can see here. Loads of 10s, loads of 8s. So yeah, those are the detailed statistics of semi-final 1. And semi-final 2, as you remember, Lithuania missed out with 56 points to 10th place, and then 9th place was actually only 2 further points ahead. That can happen, I guess. We have a land, I think we all know what's at the top here. It will be Turkey and Romania, I would assume, who just got a very high scores in the semi-final. Anyway, 10th place was Ireland in this semi, who just scraped through 56 points ahead of Lithuania. 2 points ahead of Ireland was Denmark. Alright then. Quite so different from real life. 8th place was Azerbaijan with 753. Only 3 12s to Azerbaijan here, you can see. But got points from 159 people. In 7th, 11 points ahead of Azerbaijan was Armenia. And in 6th was Georgia. So we have those 3 neighbors. They're very close to each other in the scoreboard from the semi-final. 67 points ahead of Georgia was Israel in 5th. In 4th we had Cyprus. In 3rd we had Ukraine. And then Romania and Turkey, as expected. So yeah, those are all of the stats. And that has been the entire watch-along, hasn't it? Turkey with easily the highest point score ever achieved in Eurovision. Yeah, that has to be the case. But that is because we have more voters now. I mean, in the semi-final as well, 1,872 points in the semi-final. That is huge. Just taking a quick look again at the final standings here, you can just see it and take it in and do whatever you want with it. But that has been everything for the 2010 watch-alongs. 2011 is obviously the next year that we're going to watch, but I'm not going to guarantee anything right now what's going to happen with those streams, when they will take place, because the national finals for 2024 are obviously in full swing. I need to catch up with them, and I don't think I will have time to at least do this one or do a 2011 watch-along next week, even though I'd really love to. I think the watch-alongs are so much fun. But they take a lot of work and a lot of effort and a lot of time. So and I mean, I'm gonna spend so much time and work and effort on covering the national final season. So yeah, you understand how it is. Thank you just so much for joining me tonight. We've had like 200 plus viewers for the whole thing. It feels like it's been mad. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Stay safe, everyone. I'm gonna be playing you our winner, of course, now that I just closed the watch-along. And yeah, have a great one. Good night. See you around very soon again for another stream. Not a watch-along, but another stream. Maybe you'll join me for that. And have a great rest of your Sunday evening. Good night, everyone.
Dreams, you could be much more than you seem. Anything I wanted in life, do you understand what I mean? I can see that this could be fate. I can love you more than they hate. Doesn't matter who they would blame, we can beat them at their own game. I can see it in your eyes, it doesn't come as a surprise. I see you dancing like a star, no matter how different we are. For all this time I've been loving you, don't even the world is a stage. I don't think the drama will stop. I don't think they'll give up the rage. But I know the world could be